First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On play action, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Carr. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Saints need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Looks good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time, either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. The Browns at 9-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Watson's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 2nd down, Felton. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Watson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They move this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want their body blows all game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And Kamara with a call on first down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6. 7-7, our score after 1. Second down at 4. Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
After the interception, here's Watson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted. It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
To throw again on second down, Carr.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Now Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
To throw is Watson.
Right back to Njoku. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson.
That pass complete to Moore.
Touchdown, Browns!
Elijah Moore.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw his Carr. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have retaken the lead.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Next to score, Saints 17, Browns 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses have their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They go up the middle with Chubb. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It was Jalen Smith who worked through to make that stop.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And some room to maneuver. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career. Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Oh, he bowls over him.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 171 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he's got some space here. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st down, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 205 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger.
Touchdown, New Orleans!
Chris Olave.
His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Saints 24.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Now, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not